Hey guys, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Twitchi, stuck in the body of the Icarus mech yet again. And today we are planning to take advantage of all of the materials that we managed to collect from Lesaf Fort. I believe we had Lesaf Fort all the way over here. You can see our delivery vehicles on the way back and forth. It's basically just giving us more of what we've got here. But of course we are running out of stuff here. And that means we need to keep pushing on into the future, as we're going to run out of stuff in the entire solar system, stellar system, I suppose, and we don't want to do that. Well, at least not until we're making, like, I don't know, physical matter out of the condensed energy of the star itself that we are slowly pulling all of the power from. These are our solar cells here, collecting all the power from the sun, from the star. I really kind of annoys me when people call the stars in this game suns, because we live around the sun. That ball in the sky is the sun. These are stars. Sorry, tangent. Anyway, I want to work towards the gravity matrix. I feel like this is the thing we need. The green cubes are the only cubes that we don't have left. If we can see over this way, we've got our little science lab over in this corner, and we've got the blue, the red, the yellow, the purple. We just need the green left, and then we can start making the white, because that's a rainbow right there. And so to move on to that, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do. As you can see, all of these grey boxes leading up to the gravity matrix are needed to make the gravity matrix. So we've got to come all the way back here. The Casimir crystals are one of the first things we need to work on. This is actually going to be particularly helpful, because you can see it takes 12 hydrogens to make one of these. That's as well as one, I think that's a titanium crystal and some flat graphene there. We have all of these, but man, we are legitimately overflowing with hydrogen. These tanks here absolutely filled with the stuff, so anything we can do to consume this excess will be wonderful. Okay, I think we need to find a nice clean spot to make these Casimir crystals. We've got everything that we need in the system, I believe. There's the graphene and the hydrogen. Should probably actually start the research. The graphene, the hydrogen, and like the titanium crystals might be an issue. If we fly, oh man, it's actually a long flight. If we fly to the other end of my factory here, like such a long flight that I'm going to starship my way across. We're going to come out of the atmosphere and then back down here. I mean, I didn't go to the wrong end of the factory. No, not at all. All right, Casimir crystals have been unlocked, and here's the titanium crystals that we're making. At the moment, bit of an excess, but I'm a little bit worried that at some point that's not going to happen. Oh look, this is restocking the science that we just did. Okay, that's brilliant. So with everything, oh, actually, is it everything? Let me find out whether these end up in a planetary logistics system at all. I think what I'm going to do is probably load them into this one here, out of the end here, so that the labs get the first refusal, but we still manage to get some of these titanium crystals into the system. I wish there was a way of giving slow priority. Is that on the floor? Am I not able to connect that? How about if I just do this? I wish there was a way of giving priority to certain parts of the system. That's going to connect just like that, so that we're not just like filling this up until there is no end. But I think that's okay. Titanium crystals like that. We'll go with 2,000 for now. You never know how many. Maybe I'm going to end up needing more of a backlog here, but if we walk down to the system, the reason that I'm worried is like this tiny little factory that makes the titanium crystals is already running out here. Not ideal, right? Is it because it's priority? It is priority. But then this one back here should be able, oh no, just as I was saying it, the backlog has run clear. I was going to say hopefully this one can keep a backlog up. I wonder whether we want to now build another row of these. I think I'm going to just quickly right now. In fact, little jump cut. Thankfully, we've got a reagents line. I want to call them the reagents line, like the product line, the line that gives us our materials just here. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. The box doesn't want to, the production line doesn't want to put out onto the right place here. Okay, the whole thing is, we got grid issues, but let me just fill this out quick. Okay, classic. I've expanded one factory here, and now we're being let down by another one. Let's walk around here and have a look at the organic crystal production. This might actually need to go somewhere else again. I've totally done the lines the wrong way around, haven't I? What I'd like to do is run everything dry and then move everything across. We can do that. I've got it. Yeah, okay. We're just going to take a blueprint, move it up a bit, figure out why the grid broke that, and then put down some extras. Oh, it actually looks like the grid won't break. Okay, that's good. That's good. I do, however, need to drop everything on the floor now. Well, I'm not going to make out that was a painless process. That really was more awkward than I thought. Far more things were colliding than was being shown on that blueprint. But that's okay. I have made myself a nice little extra line on the way here. Just connect all these together so that we've got it up and running. I do still need to go around and connect outputs and inputs still because, as I say, things were clashing a lot more than I thought they would be. Are you not going in there? There we go. Beautiful. And I can probably grab that one. Oh, no. You will have to come from down here. You see how the spacing constraint means that I have to actually grab this one. Let me just grab that from all the way over here, and then we can go there. And that's the only space it would fit. Probably just going to carry on with similar processes here, and no, other way here. And I think they all need to be on extra speed because that's what we're missing here is speed, not product. We are overflowing with product. We just aren't getting it out the door quick enough. Why aren't these working? Okay, we've run into our age-old nemesis plastic production here to keep the organic crystals running, but we've managed to fill up the titanium crystal stores reserves here, so I think we're probably okay to wonder about how we're going to make these Casimir crystals. Okay, up there, that sounds good. Again, as always, we've got to make a whole nother batch of science around here, so I'm going to leave this area nice and clear because, wait, I don't want to have to ship my science blocks like everywhere. I do, however, have this nice, beautiful, untouched patch of land over here that we could probably try and make something in. Let's spend a bunch more concrete and try and fill it all in. Oh, I got that far. Not even one line. Okay. I've always got more. The boys have always brought me a little bit more. Let's delete some stuff. We can't be too cavalier with the filling in because, of course, at some point we're going to want some more water pumped down. And, of course, if we've got all of the oceans covered by concrete, well, then we're going to have a little bit of trouble pumping the water. And then we'd have to start shipping it from other planets. We'd have to find another planet with water. Yeah, let's try not to wipe out all of the water systems around here. But I think filling in this little patch here is not going to be a problem. We've got... entire ocean basin still around. I believe somewhere, is it the north or south pole? This water basin here is probably going to just stay full because it's, it's very deep over there. But I do want a nice big factory space somewhere, and this is it. Okay, thinking about the whole water is precious thing, I have left this gap here, nicely rounded this side, shallows, and then you can work your way down to the deeper end. So it also doubles as a nice little beach resort where you can come and just hang out by the water. Okay, Casimir crystals, probably going to go with a pink backing here. Like, I know we've gone ahead, magenta. I know this is quite a vibrant color. I don't know what we're going to call this one, but I will go with the vibrant reddish one. Purplish one? I don't know. You tell me where you think this is. Oh, look, this is one of the main meridians. It's a thick line over here. Okay, well, I do like to mark that out somehow, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. The first thing we're definitely going to need is some transportation. Do I want to make it interplanetary? Like, we are trying to produce, interstellar. So maybe it's a good idea to have the production materials coming from all over the place. And then we're probably going to end up putting it back in as well. Yeah, totally. It's like a 4-part process. Three reagents, 1 product, and proliferator. Yeah. Wait, let me just check. It is definitely hydrogen, right? Because we got the two central nucleus, 2 nucleotide. That's the word I'm looking for. Deuterium, and then the singular hydrogen here. Okay, so that's fine. We definitely want the hydrogen for this recipe. And the last is titanium crystals. Okay, everybody should be bringing stuff here. If I just go, hey, we just want to, they are as much hydrogen as we can muster, but everything else, local demand, local demand, local demand, and then we're going to supply the crystals. And of course, look, we got room for a little bit more of the proliferator here. We're going to want demand that, refill everything, and we're not powered. Okay, we'll sort that out straight away because without power, we're not going to be doing a great deal of stuff over here. I can run a little power system like so, and then we'll have you here and you here. I like to put it on the corners corners because these towers then cover any proliferator or like belt sprayer. Spray coater? Are they called spray coaters? Yeah, spray coaters. Any of the spray coaters that come out of here, they get powered by the line. And right now, I'm all over proliferating everything. I think that is the best thing that we can be doing here. Bring this up to there, and then we go through, and then everything should be proliferated wonderfully. So I can go hydrogen, graphene, titanium crystals. Oh wait, where's my input going to be? Maybe I wanted to have moved this over. Let's turn this to none. As we stand, we might even want to have more outputs coming, but you know we'll allow for more inputs as well. I've put 2 down here. Going to go with 2 spray coaters, and now this should from here be a good proliferator line. I want to go up to number 1 here, and it won't let me go that way. Okay, buttons, what are you doing? Okay, let's do that instead. Delete that and then run through this way. Can we do that? Okay, that's much better, much better. And then also I'm just gonna do a diagonal line there because it looks neater, you know. So if we save these 2 squares here, the ones I'm in and the ones down here, I suppose the row, not the squares, this section here and this section here, for sorting out of materials. We start putting our actual factories down up here, our assemblers, if you will. I want one of you. I'm going to so let's think about this. We made a mistake over at the organic crystals by having an output, a products line on the outside. We want to make sure, no, not products, a reagents line on the outside. We want to make sure that everything is being outputted on the outside, and then there's just a line up the middle of our 3 materials here, 2 and 3, and then we have another, like that, another output line, and then we could literally just mirror it out a little bit more. You go there, and then you have your 3 inputs, and then another line of outputs over here with another assembler. Okay, all right. I'm just now going to make that like big. Maybe I actually wanted to go that way. I never know which way I have more grid issues with. So many of the actual YouTubers out there recommend going this way, but then if I want to move everything a couple of bits to the left, the spacing changes. Whereas if I do it this way and I want to move things to the left, the spacing doesn't really change. So I'm going to say I'm going to actually disagree with the majority of YouTubers out there and say, no, they're silly. They just don't want to move stuff around, it turns out. Cue loads of people being like, well, why would you even want to move things around? Get it right the first time. You're not human, are you? Ah, I thought we could put these right next to each other like this. Okay, that's changed my plan somewhat. Ah, that's disgusting. I love it. We're going to do this a couple more times. All right, classic 3 belts, 3 inputs issue here. Let's get rid of these. The problem being, in fact, let's throw this on the back here, take a copy of this, I can show you. The problem being, if I try and line them up, all the sorters clash up. So I'm going to have to move this up 1 here. Why is this not connected? I think that's going to be a problem when we get further up. As we get further up and the grids get tighter, this is going to end up not having the room it needs to swing. Maybe we're going to move the whole lot over. No, maybe. We're going to move the whole lot over. Same problems further up? I mean, maybe. We'll figure out the sizing as we need to. A landing relay station has been detected. That's, well, I mean, that's a thing. I asked for it to be highlighted. Well, look, there they go. There they go. It's going to Lasath 2. We're at Lasath 2. What are you going to do? You're not even going to, are we going to start blowing them up? He's going down. He's going down. Is he actually making a landing? Wait a minute. I do not believe that for a second. Let's go around and have a look at what's going on over here. There it is. There's things going up. There's things going down. Is there no... What is this? What is this? Do we not have a... Look, there's a...
Destroyed.
Yeah, I know it's destroyed. Get on out of here. Where's our closest... what's the word I'm looking for here? Planetary shield generator. That guy over there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're unprotected here. We are quite badly unprotected here. How has this happened? Okay, let's go put up some more stations around. Oh, you know what? I also get to put some geothermal here. I've got one. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Nice. Wonderful. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that for real, but... are you now leaving? Are you now leaving? I think they're now leaving. Yeah, and they're off. Are you going somewhere else? Retreating to the hive. Okay, good work. You retreat. Get out of here. I should have a couple more of these ready to go. I don't think I want to put this one down here. I think I want to travel a little bit further away because, of course, it gives out a radius, a circle, if you will, and I can take a better use of a circle than putting it right next to the edge. Okay, let's put that there. Click U, zoom out. I'm going to wait just a few moments. And I guess we're going to go around and protect the entirety of this planet. This is not even going to be all that interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and do it because all I need to do is put these buildings down. The power is not flowing in as fast as I would have liked. No, I'm generating loads of power. Why are you not eating it as fast as you can? What's going on there? Can we put another power system next to you? Does that go faster? Maybe. Okay, here we go. It's starting to fill in, which means that this circle is going to disappear and this is going to push out further and further. I suppose we just need to put one over here with this. Well, what is this? With the end of the proliferators and then literally in the middle of the Casimir setup. Okay, right here with the proliferators, there's one of those, and then the Casimir setup is just over this way. I'm even tempted just to pop it right there. Okay, great. Might be a little awkward if we want to pull stuff out of here, but all right, I'll move it. Okay, so it's definitely going to end up covering all this side. Maybe we're going to need another one somewhere near the middle of this factory when we get it all set up, but it does look like it's creeping in on this way. We're barely even at normal power, so we'll have a look again in a little bit. Okay, so we were struggling with these factories over here. Let's extend it all out and see how far we can actually go with it before we get a grid issue where everything starts like slamming into each other. We can't use the sorters anymore. Is this the equator? I think this line might be the equator. Let's try up to the equator and see if that is the... Oh wait, no. Hey, I've just realized all my grid issues are going to be working in reverse. We're actually going to be getting more space. Oh, because of course I'm so used to working towards the pole that now that I'm working away from it, I'm doing the wrong things. I think it's okay to be tight at this end because this is the tight end. Okay, all right, that should be fine. Okay, let's select it. Casimir on this side, Casimir on this side. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to grab this one, and I'm going to walk this all the way up, and then we're going to walk the other one all the way up, and we're going to see where we start getting some clashes, because you know somewhere there will be. No, there's not. Do I drop this last one off, or do I extend the belt? I think we're going to extend the belt. Like that? Yeah, like that. Okay, beautiful. Looking good. Now we need to try and get some power in here. One of you... Oh, no. I missed. One of you here. We drag this all the way down, and then we press tab twice. Did I press tab twice there? I think I pressed Q instead. Tab twice. And that should cover everything. There might be some spots on the back. No, I think we've actually managed to get everything, and we've got a hydrogen issue. Of course we've got a hydrogen issue. Hey, Casimir is our first milestone production here. Okay, that's nice. Ooh, what have I missed? Deuterium. I'm supposed to make deuterium before Casimir. Well, good. Oh yeah, we got belt issues. How do we speed this up? Are all of these going to end up being hydrogen, and we're going to have to try and figure out a way of getting them in there? I feel like that's probably what's just about to happen. Input 1. Beautiful. I'm going to leave input 2 open for now. We've got to figure out how to get more hydrogen in there, and it's going to take belt stacking. I'm almost certain that these things here, after upgrading it, the power sorter can integrate multiple cargoes into one and feed it out. What about picking it up? Can these ones pick up Stacks? Load stack, not supported. Okay, all right, no. Load stack 4. Okay, this one is supported. Now I need to go through and upgrade some of these middle ones. Can I actually hit the upgrade button? Yeah, okay, all right. I guess I'm going to go do that. Oh, no, I can do it this way. I can shift click, and then this will just copy over the top, right? Yeah, that did do it. Okay, and then just try dragging it out and see if we can do it that way as well. That'd be a much better way of upgrading. No? Okay. Oh, I'm out. I lack the item. Okay. All right, well, let's go get some more stack sorters. Oh, I'm totally not lost. I know where I am on the planet. Okay, pile sorters, not stack sorters, pile sorters. There we go. We got 200 of those, and we might even end up making some stacks because we got to get more hydrogen in there. Oh man, we got to get more hydrogen in there. Did I say hydrogen weird? I feel like hydrogen is what I just said, not hydrogen. Okay, so we are stacking higher than ever before. Are we going to get further down than ever before? I mean, we got this far. I mean, that's kind of cool, yeah? Okay, they're doing pretty well, but can we stack harder? Can we stack higher? Will we get more output from this? I sure hope so. I'm expecting to see a gap in the line here. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so if we click on this, we've got ourselves... It says single hydrogen, but if we click on this, it also says single hydrogen. Are we stacking? Are we not stacking? Let's cut a belt here. Can hydrogen not stack? Let's have a look. 2 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen. Okay, we are stacked as high as we can go. That's the problem. All right, okay. We're going to have to figure out another way of getting these in here. By that, I mean we're going to have to figure out where to cut the line, which I believe to be about halfway up, somewhere around here, and then feed in a second line of hydrogen somehow. I mean, I'll figure it out. What if we cut here and here? Okay, I think I've got this going. Okay, this should now have a second hydrogen line. Oh, it's a mess, but we are double stacking all our hydrogens up to 4. We've got a line going underneath being picked up by stack sorters, and then a line over here being picked up by stack sorters. It's still not filling up the line. I don't think either of them are going to end up filling up their respective. Oh no, we've got some stacking down this end. Look, there's a few down there, and that means there's a few over there as well. Okay, so this is now working at peak production. Oh man, and it is... Oh, it's tough. Well, I had some sort of small idea of actually building a second one of these, but man, I don't know where we're going to be getting all these materials from. We could probably get some more hydrogen out of the back here, and then maybe even... Oh no, that's proliferator, my bad. Maybe even actually swap this Casimir crystal here. If we go reverse path, we could set this to hydrogen as well. Yeah, maybe we have got another way. Oh no, have we just run out of hydrogen? No, it must just be our ability to deliver the hydrogen that is the problem. Let's try 2 lines going into there. There we go, that's nicer. Eventually, we're still gonna be limited by the amount of hydrogen we're producing. Where is my interplanetary hydrogen supply? We have an entire... Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the remote demand. Let's see what happens there. We have an entire planet, a gas giant, no less, that's producing enough hydrogen. Let's see if these are going to go away and pick up what we want. They should just be going... Oh, I love the way that they actually do render the same on this map. And they're just going over here. They're all picking up hydrogen. Okay, that's much, much better. I was a little bit worried then. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gas pumps on our ice giant here. We could definitely put more down though. Okay, and here comes our first interplanetary system. I mean interstellar, but oh man, I hate the wording here because, you know, this is interstellar despite the fact that it's only going interplanetary. Tut. And then our interplanetary ones, these are only... No, that's interstellar. But the interplanetary ones, the ones that are called interplanetary, they only go on the same planet. How is that interplanetary? Big rants. So that's the full setup of the Casimir crystals. Hopefully this should be enough to keep us going for a little while at least. And whilst I was building that, I've decided that maybe the quantum chip is kind of the end point that we're aiming for today, because the quantum chip actually gets used in a whole bunch of stuff, including the next level up of the assembler, this photonic spotlight mining, which I don't have one of the materials for that, so that's gonna be interesting. But more importantly, of course, for the green science cube. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. To get that next, we need, of course, to go towards the wave function interference to be able to build ourselves a plane filter, and then after that, we'll be getting the quantum chips. I think that the research should be able to just tick over in the background there, so we can have a look at the first thing we need. It's basically just reinforced glass and the Casimir crystal. So really, how can we... Well, I'm not going to be able to break it off from in there, am I? How do we take an overflow or a line out of here? I think I know how I'm going to do it. The fact that we've gone over with this is kind of awkward, but I'll try my best anyway. Oh, that first research came in very, very quickly. That's good, because I am actually ready to start bringing this over this way. Let's go up one, and we should be able to bring it all the way over here. Obviously, I'm going to want to have to proliferate this. I don't know about have to, but I'm definitely going to want to proliferate this. But how do we go? It's from here. Thinking about it, we're definitely going to want to... we transition up, then I want to bring this guy over here. I wonder if I can do it with a diagonal line. Okay, yeah. Am I too high up at this point? We're not quite online like that, and then I should be able to just go straight in there. Okay, now we're proliferating as well. We've got a few on the line, but let's just eat those. Nom nom. So we're no doubt going to need a planetary logistics hub at this point. What was that? Oh, we've just lost a bit of copper. That's fine, no big problem. Gonna slap that down there, and I'm going to be asking for the titanium glass. If we could demand it, that would be great. We'll demand a fair amount of it. Do I not have some going in the system? I was fairly sure I did. The fact that this is unpowered doesn't explain none being delivered this way. Oh, there goes some. I wonder what the problem is. Let's go and have a look at the glass production. Okay, somewhere around here. This is glass. This is titanium glass. It goes down into here. Okay, it must just be because these guys, they didn't have any bots inside. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some more. Get more power going into that so it can deal. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, that was very easy. Also, some research here at the same time. Brilliant. Definitely had harder things to sort out in the past. That was perfect. Okay, so we're going to once again want to pass items up the middle and take product out of the outside. So let's just leave a nice little healthy gap so that we can differentiate by color, if nothing else. What are we making? Something blue this time, I think. I kind of wanted to do this mirrored. Now we'll do the quantum chips mirrored. We'll get everything together and in the system, and then we'll let the robots fly the stuff down and over. Unless I can get this done not wiping the water out. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we're going to use a fairly standard bus and belt system, if you will. We have like an upper layer where we are delivering goods, and then the lower layer here where we take them to the factory. I suppose this is supplying line, not delivering line. And then we can mirror these out both sides, product on the outside, and then we can, if we need, make another one, which I think I'm going to do. We're just going to have this mirrored out, yeah, to this extra line here. Incredibly similar to what we did to the Casimir crystals. Hopefully without the stacking though. Okay, then hopefully we can just grab this blueprint, and if I line it up correctly, just place that like that, and we should have 3 good strong lines out, and then the ability to have these. Let's put this up here, down and in, and you do the same. Okay, we could of course put more splitters down. That wouldn't be a problem at all. Now, how to proliferate is the next question. Always proliferate an output. actually somewhat easy. We can just go here, here, and here, and then use this line to go. Oh, did I overrun that? That's fine, actually. That's fine. There, and then a little bit of power across the lot. Do I have to put them in between? I do. Okay, so that is now the plane wave filter. Is that what it was? I can't remember exactly what it was called. Let's have a look. It's just a plane filter. And I guess I'm just going to feed that into here because we're going to need to take that somewhere else for the quantum chips. Okay, we seem to not be draining the Casimir crystals completely dry. We still got a little bit of backlog here, and actually we're not even using all of the lines, so that's pretty good. We could be draining a lot faster, and the system could hold it. That might mean we need some more plane wave filter factories going forwards. We could probably squeeze a bunch in here, but the next thing I'm going to do is mirror basically this entire setup on this side, but not for the Casimir crystals. No. We have just got ourselves access to, I've lost them, the quantum chips, and we just need the plane wave filters and the processors, but both of which are in the system. We should just be able to make like a giant factory here without really sweating it too much. I'll go with Interstellar this time. I don't know why. I feel like it's just a little more fitting to such an important item as the quantum chips. I can see us needing to ship those around. Do I have a power network to connect to? That's a question right here. I'm going to try that. See if we need to move them over, then that will be the case. We are asking for plane filters and processors. I guess also proliferator. We're a long way away from any other source. Demand. I think I'm just going to let them try and fill everything up there. And are we struggling with actual charging through the cable? I think that might be the case. I think we're cable limited on the charge there. I'm going for what I consider to be a maximum belt length here. I'm skipping the very bottom row of squares because we need somewhere to process materials. But then I might be able to actually, I don't know, I might actually be able to save a blueprint. I know, absolutely crazy. It's not something that I do very often. We're going to be able to get all 15 in here. Do I want to push further? It won't let me push further, but I could put more down. We could definitely go further to 18. Can't quite go to 19. I wonder if 20 are actually possible. Do we just trust that these are going to be always proliferated? I think I might. It might be something that comes back to bite me, but I think I'm okay with just at the moment allowing for the fact that I have proliferated absolutely everything, and that's going to continue on into the future like that. I want to bring this out on the ground here, and I'm going to then, of course, go up through here. Again, same system where we have the supply of goods coming across the top level here, and then every time we need to break off for the actual factory, we do that down below. I misclicked there, and then we've got some processors coming through. All right, beautiful. Let's get the rest of this set. It's costing actually nothing to be prepared, so let's just proliferate anything everywhere, because of course the outputs are going to need to go somewhere, and I'm going to want to proliferate that as well. Okay, let's save this blueprint. 2 input, 18 assemblers. I think that is fair. Save that. Okay, yeah, now just use this. I want to select it from down here, and then I should be able to just snap these together like this, and then press Shift Enter, and then everything gets built. Okay, all right, that's good. Didn't quite go sideways as much as I'd like. but I think everything else is getting put together nicely. All right, this is good. This is great. This is how we make a lot of factories very quickly, because we're working towards the point where that needs to happen. As soon as we figure out all of the different, oh, you can't even see my face, all of the different production lines that we need, we can then start slapping down entire facilities that deal with very specific pieces. We've already basically got planets that are just for mining. We could easily separate off all of the smelting and things like that elsewhere. I could definitely see at some point we just have factories dedicated to the production of like Dyson sphere parts. Oh no, these were supposed to overlay each other. Oh well, I'll just connect it up like that. I'm sure that'll be fine. So now we're making quantum chips. Okay, extra products. Yeah, extra products. We've got a huge area here. Why would we want anything other than extra products? Quantum chips are copied, and I've just made a nice little milestone. Look at that. Quantum chip is made. What's this one? The rocket launch is the next one. Okay, that's cool. There are so many here that I have to kind of like walk ahead a little bit, do just a round of pasting. I of course wanted to keep the blueprint as generic as possible, so this is going to be the cost for doing that. But I think that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure there should be a way of selecting everything at once and going bloop and pasting it all, but I don't know it, so we're here doing this. Everything seems to be working in order though. I don't see any machines that aren't running or anything like that. Yeah, no, they all look fine. All look fine. Very quickly overwhelmed the sort. Oh no, we've not put this in, that's why. Go. Let's let that all build up, and we're going to have a load of them. We might very well do the switchback thing like we did up with the Casimir crystals to deliver us to the next thing. But whoa, we got the thing that we wanted to do done. Now we've got to wonder whether I need to print this out a little bit more, as there has been a slowdown here. Let's click Shift Enter. That should just connect everything together. Yes. Oh, and of course, paste the recipes. Okay, everything working at full production. We might be slightly under producing here, but I think this is fine. Well, not under producing, under delivering. Maybe we could think about getting more in there, but of course, most places are only delivering a single. Oh man, we're out of the plane filters already. Let's go and have a look and see how we're doing over here. Yeah, okay. Definitely going to need more of these. And expand the factory I have, like by quite a bit as well, but it actually really does make sense if we take a moment and have a look at the Casimir crystal. We're making 18.8 a minute. I don't know what that works out to, because in the replicator it would take 4 seconds, so the 4 seconds is what I'm going to be working off of, because the plane filters then take 12 seconds, so it should be 3 times the amount of these guys to keep up with this. And you know, we've got 4 here, we've got a few more, but of course we've left the beach resort uncovered over there, but we are definitely not chewing through the materials anywhere near the rate that I would like. So I've got myself a nice little blueprint that's just for this zone over here, and you can just place them down and everything works out beautifully here. Let's do another one. There is a little bit of manual work that we have to do to connect the bottom line up here, but oh, am I out of conveyor belts? Oh wow! Oh no, they've been delivered in my logistics inventory. That's a thing that I've seen people complain about, and I think I would like to complain about it as well. Why can't I just have the stuff out of the logistics inventory? Why can I not build out of there? Oh, I forgot to. If I had deleted these end bits here, the splitter would have self-printed. Well, a little bit more manual work than I was expecting.
Mineral.
I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with this. I mean, I can see the end of the pre-laid out area over there, but surely this is enough to get going with. And it meets up so well with the grid lines. If I swap this over to the blue one, we could just Just cap that like that. Yeah, I think we're just going to stop here. Okay, I don't think we're getting the whole story here. So let's go and have a look and see how the plane waves are building up on this side, the plane wave filters. They are also not building up at all, but that's because we are collecting the quantum chips. Okay, well, still not fast enough. Still not fast enough. Let's try doubling the output with speed proliferation rather than extra products. Okay, and this is the last one I changed over to speed production. Let's see that get all the way around and give us the bonus, an extra 100%. Like that's pretty fast. That's not to be sneezed at. Indeed, look, we have actually run out of one of our materials here. This is, of course, the glass. Do I bring some more in? Yeah, no, we're definitely going to need to bring some more in. Thankfully, I have actually allowed for that in the design here. Ooh, I say that right up until this point where I'm not sure how I'm going to get this belt into that front there, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we sneak that in there, and then we just reconnect this up with here. Yes. Okay, brilliant. And then we need to set this on to glass, and hopefully, oh no, actually, we're not getting deliveries. I thought it was a throughput issue. It's coming just from here. Is it really water that is the bottleneck? Not as such. Oh, maybe more so over here. Yes, okay. Yeah, I still don't believe I have built a single one of these through a machine. They've all been handcrafted. Okay, I'm having trouble spotting a coastline, so I'm going to fit a fake one in instead. And let's put down 14 of them. Sounds like a good number. Hopefully, this is actually as much overkill as I think it is. It'd be kind of sad if I put all this down and actually we ran out of water again. Okay, so that's a lot of water. Will it keep its backlog going? Will we actually be able to fill this up quicker than it empties? I hope so, but we'll see. At least down by the time we get to the next ones. In fact, I think this might be the break-even point. I'm okay with it only taking that much. Oh, no, there we go. We've got more out. It's probably because these have a whole bunch that they have in their storage, and then as that drops away, it then moves down to the next one. Okay, well, maybe we're gonna hang around for a little bit longer here because I'd like to see how far this will go. Yeah, that one just dropped down to nothing as well, though it is backing up faster to there again. This one is now the storage, if you will. Yeah, hidden buffers everywhere. Okay, once again, we seem to be having a production issue, not a supply issue. So I'm going to start by changing the proliferation bonus to speed up. I also have recently proliferated the water so that we are actually getting the bonus that we think we are. Let's drag this down here. I notice I did the same mistake again where we could have got another row of assemblers on this side, but for some reason I didn't do that. Wasted product. Look at this. It's working in our favor now. It's now backing up faster than it can be shipped out. That's good, I think, or at least maybe we can think about how to get a second line, like a relief line. If we have a splitter here, and then we can drag this one down to just join up somewhere else, like down here, and then just kind of sneak it into there, and that improves the flow rate for when this is completely backed up and we're actually getting more through than one line can support. Then that's good. That's really good, because the one place where we're making use of this over in the new factory, I really thought it was just here. This one over here, you can tell the busy one, that only has one line of output, I believe. No, two. We need more. Let's turn this one off. Who knew that titanium glass was going to be the bottleneck? Oh, an alarm's gone off, and then it's disappeared. Why is this the case? Why would an alarm go off? Yeah, over here and then disappear. No stone. Why do we have... It's all in transit. It's all in transit. Okay, some's been dropped back in. Why is it taking so long to be delivered? I'm assuming it's on the other side. No, it's the closest it's ever been. No, it's that one over there. Okay, all right, that's pretty far away. Maybe the sun got in the way, the star got in the way. Mayhaps.
Oil seep depleted.
What?
Output minimized.
Oil seep depleted. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. Let's go and see what's going on. I thought this was just going to get less and less until eventually it didn't, it just, made a small number. Yeah, look, small number. You're not fully depleted. You're still out. Yeah, look, there's a bit right there. There's lies. It's going to take a while. Why have you all got no fuel? Because we are using all the stuff. This is good. The less stuff going to the geothermal, the more stuff is actually being used. I guess that's also why we're running out of oil in a few of these, because they are you also super low? I mean, you're on your way. You're on your way. Does that mean oil is also on a ticking time bomb? Yes, it does. Oh no. So why so keen on the quantum chips is, of course, now we can get the quantum assembler machine over here. That's going to take a few moments to get through and make, but I'm starting to put together the parts that we need for it. We, of course, need to feed in the Mark II assembler machine, of course. And looking back, we also need the quantum chip and the fiber cables. That is a surprise. The quantum chip's nice and easy to get. I have them laying in the system right now. Research complete. Wonderful. Did I put the fiber anywhere up here? I don't think I did. This might be a problem. Okay, problem solved with a brand new planetary logistics system. We bring some fiber in, we feed it into the assembly machine. That, of course, then proliferates its output, and we get a brand new type of assembly machine to add to our already quite crowded logistics slots here. I think we can safely take the old school assembler off and be like, hey, can we actually provide at least 100 of those to me? And then these want to change to... Actually, I did want you there, but I want you to collect all of the ones that you find. That would be very handy. And then if I put that there, is there anywhere that it's going to? It should be delivering to here, but it doesn't look like they're going to, because no doubt, yeah, this is full. Kind of wish there was a way of getting it to deliver to there. I'm sure they're well, I'm not sure if they're sure. I'm not sure if I'm sure, but I'm fairly sure there is a mod out there that will do that for you. Maybe I could find it one day. Okay, now, why aren't you delivering? We don't have logistics bots, of course. Well, I mean, we were bound to run out one day. Now, it's such an infrequent thing. I don't think I want to bother setting it up as the logistics bot itself, on the logistics network itself. Okay, much better. Now we've got deliveries being made everywhere. Over here, 69, nice. Actually, there's probably not much need to have more than 50. And I think with that arbitrary victory, we're going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time. We're going to be expanding towards the green science. We need the gravity-based science. I believe that then opens warp technology, and we can go get to other stars much easier than we can currently, and start trying to expand our way to better equipment, better resources, and mastery of all of the stars we see out there. But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.